Baby on the way. Our crib's up, by the way.
Nice.
Ready?
Hit it.
We ready? Hello, good people. Y'all laughing already? Hello, good people, and welcome to Reasons to Talk, presented by Reasons to Win, and
Central Triad Church,
where we transform lives, produce believers, and
impact the world.
Yes. Thank y'all for joining us. Go ahead and bless that like button, then that comment, and that subscribe button. It'd be great if you do that, just to support. Yes. And guess what? Oh no! Before I introduce y'all, I almost messed up again, babe. This is my lovely wife.
Hey.
This is my lovely wife, Candace Beeman, and I am Chester Beeman. And we have two lovely people here today. What's your name, sir?
Tyler.
What's
Tyler
that?
Shinault.
Yeah, say your last name.
My beautiful wife, Bethany Shinault.
Yeah, see, you introduce yourself. You see that? See that? He introduced. Okay. Just making sure.
Well, that's how it's supposed to be, right? Like,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, I want to say I am so happy that y'all are with Central Triad Church.
Well, we're happy to be here.
Yes, it's awesome. And guess what, y'all? When did y'all get married?
We got married September 19th last year.
And now we having what?
We're having a baby. Little baby boy.
We're having a kid.
It took a while to stop calling it it.
Well, it's hard, yeah, because like it was it at first.
Right.
And we
You
kind of
didn't
went
know.
to the boy. But even when we found out the gender, I still was like in the it stage. So.
Yeah.
We about to have ours in 6 days.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah,
When y'all see this, we probably already had the baby. Who knows?
That's awesome.
But y'all are due when?
July 10th.
All right. Now, I want to know how y'all met so people can know who you are before we get into this.
Well, I'll let you take this one.
We met at church camp. So
Church camp?
Yes.
One day
But,
at church camp?
Yeah. Well, we didn't really talk. Like, he's older than I am, so
How much older?
he's 4 years older than
4
me.
years. Dang, I'm 3 years older than her. So.
So he was kind of like able to work camp. It was really weird.
I was
But-
basically, I was like one of the camp counselors at a camp that she attended, and that's not where we officially like met. But like the thing is, I knew of her.
Yeah.
But like I said, she was always kind of like, but like I said, we didn't actually like.
So you want her counselor?
No. But like we didn't actually start dating until like once obviously she graduated high school and stuff.
Right.
We started talking and this, that, and the other. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. He messaged me on Facebook.
That sounds familiar.
There's nothing wrong with that. Anything wrong with that, producer? I ain't think so.
In today's day and age, I mean, that's kind of how most people meet.
This is true.
It kind of take the nerves out for me.
Well, yeah.
Like,
I called him, though. I knew he was.
Yeah.
I can say what I want because I'm a gangster.
You always look so good behind the screen, though.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. And you know they're going to read it in the nicest way possible.
That's it.
Y'all come to, what is your name?
That was not Tyler.
Oh, it was like that.
I'm always
Okay.
I'm always pretty.
You got game, huh?
I kind of am myself, so who I am.
No,
now,
he
so-
did. He did. But
All right, so what's his first line to you?
it was.
Oh,
it was
gosh.
Oh man.
what did you say?
It was kind of slight. It wasn't really like a hit on type deal. It was.
It was. He was trying to be cute. He acts like that, but he was trying to be cute. He was just like, you just have a contagious smile, and you just seem like a beautiful person.
That's good, right?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't know about the contagious part.
Well, it was more out there.
That's cute.
So how did she respond?
Well, like anybody would really go, oh, thank you so much, this, that, and the other. And we just kind of like, it really wasn't like a thing right after that. But
You was just testing the waters.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because he didn't know how old I was. But he had to have known how old I was, because... No, you didn't know how old I was.
But like I said, kind of the whole basis of this is
I
like
hadn't even turned 20 yet.
well, we didn't live near each other either. So like I said, I mean, we knew of each other, but we only like knew of each other.
So where did
one
she
time
live?
A year. She's from
Virginia.
Virginia,
VA.
yeah. And that's where I was born too. I was
And
born in
you-
Roanoke, Virginia, but we moved to North Carolina. I was like second grade.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So you in North Carolina? Okay, okay. Where
That's
in North Carolina?
Well, when we originally moved, we moved kind of to the King area, and then Winston, and like I went to high school, middle school in Davidson County.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you from around here? All
Yep.
right, so I'm gonna ask you, how did he propose?
On Christmas.
Oh.
You gotta tell the story.
Christmas
Tell the
gift?
story. You gotta tell the story though.
Oh. Well, it was really unexpected. It's hard to surprise me because I'm not really like surprised.
So you
I
kind of like Dick
always-
Tracy, you're a detective.
Yeah, I can kind of always discern it, but I had no idea. Like, I just wanted both of our families together for Christmas. I don't know. It kind of just like worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she always said like if I ever did propose, she
Yeah, I
wanted
wanted
both
both
sides of the
our
family to be
families.
there.
Yeah.
So I
How
thought
long
that
y'all
was
been
the
dating
Well, we were
before?
only dating before we got engaged for like 8 months maybe.
6-8 months.
Yeah,
something
Yeah, I
like
was
that.
kinda-
So it was pretty quick. But she always
a year,
Yeah, close to a year.
close to a year.
She always said though, if whenever I did propose, she wanted both of our families to be able to be there. I thought the only way really to be able to do that and like get away with it would be like Christmas,
Yeah.
without it being like weird and like
So
what's going on.
what did he? So how did he do it?
So we were opening our gifts and everybody was just opening our gifts. So like, well, that morning it was a little weird because, you know, me and my sisters were really close, but like I was getting ready and I was like trying to do stuff but I was like the last one to get ready, which is kind of
That's typical. It's typical.
But I was getting ready, and then after I got ready, my sisters were like trying to take a picture of me. They're like, "Oh, B, you look so good. You look good, girl." And they're just being like,
Extra.
Extra.
Yeah.
Oh, and not to mention her sister taking her to get her nails done like 2 days
"Oh
earlier.
yeah," because I told
Trying
her,
to
I
make
was
you look
like-
good on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I told her, I was like, if you know that he's gonna propose to me, then make sure I get my nails done. But my mom came, so I thought it was just a thing we were doing together. Like I was just oblivious.
Yeah.
Like I had the thoughts in my back of my mind, but like I was like, no. But then after that morning too is my dad and my sister and everybody like they had went in the living room and I was in the kitchen and I was like, why am I not involved in this?
It's a lot of weird
going
stuff.
I was a little suspicious and then
Yeah.
I was like, whatever, I just went on with my life and I went and I got ready and then my sisters were being over dramatic. And then it comes and we're like opening gifts. Well, I'm the last one to open all my gifts. And so I'm like, okay, this is really weird. Well, I open all my gifts and I was like, there's no ring. So I was like, okay, so this is just so
Surprise.
weird. And then he was like, wait, I have one more gift for you. And it's like in this like red square box. And I was like, this isn't a ring either. So what's it?
It was like a flat box.
I was
So
like,
like,
this is really weird. So I open it and it's an ornament and of a diamond ring and it's Bethany and Tyler's first Christmas engaged.
So you knew she gonna say yes. You just
well, I mean,
confident.
We had talked about it.
we had talked about
Right.
marriage and stuff before, but I mean,
Yeah, guys, don't believe them
Yeah.
movies. Unless you
time,
want to
yeah.
get embarrassed.
Yeah.
Men out there test the waters,
Yeah, you
talk
better-
about
better
it.
Make sure. that
I done
you
seen
know.
enough videos where the guy go like, no, in front of everybody. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, well, I'm an open and honest person anyway, so we had already discussed that. We
Yeah.
felt like it was for us to get married, so, and we felt like God had shown that to us. And so,
Basically, she
I
opened
mean-
she opened the ornament, and then that's why I just.
yeah, I was kind of confused at first. I was kind of looking at like,
Yeah, why you do an ornament? Why you do an ornament?
Well, I thought it was kind of different. So you know, like whenever,
really cute.
whenever she opened,
Yeah,
she,
look, she trying to take it
her
up for him.
face was
I'm trying to be a jerk. I'm just trying to be a jerk right
Well,
now.
the-
Because hold on, because y'all don't see what he did behind the scenes. So I'm going to be a jerk right now. But go ahead, Tyler.
So basically, like it was. I said, like she said, it was kind of a confusing moment for her. But then she looked at me with this like confused face, and then like she saw me like grabbing. And then she's like, "Oh, it's not
You going for your butt?
He went down.
because I didn't see it in his pocket either. So
So you don't
Not
look
that I
at.
was-
So you
not
don't look
that
at your.
not that
You
I
don't
was
look
looking at
at.
his butt or anything.
we weren't married then.
Okay. So you got on one knee, right?
Yeah.
Do you answer her dad? Or?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Okay.
We had talked and yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very,
He
I'm very
said yes?
traditional. Yeah. I mean,
He said yeah?
Yeah.
surprisingly enough, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He must have really liked me.
He proposed. He bought the ring like the August before.
Yeah,
he
I bought
proposed.
the ring like before. I bought the ring before like I hadn't even talked to anybody or say anything like that. So it's like I just knew like.
Yeah, he bought it in August, and I'm like just thinking like, you bought it in August. How'd you wait that long? Because I wouldn't have been able to do it. I've been like,
it don't be burning. It burned a hole in my pocket.
Yeah.
Like I was like, well, I want to give it to her now. I want to give it to her now.
And the thing was, I had to like hide it, like because like like I said, she was in Virginia, so she would come down on some weekends and stay with me and my family.
not some, like a lot.
Almost every weekend. So like I had to like find a place to hide it where like she would.
You go through his stuff?
No, I didn't. I didn't ever go through his stuff. So like,
It was like in my sock drawer, I think. So.
yeah.
I think that's where all guys keep the ring
It's so cliche,
initially.
but-
Yeah,
You
like,
talking
no, I'm just saying in general,
Oh,
like
okay.
from my other
Did you
friends.
find it? Hold on.
Me,
Did you know
I
it?
would
You go through my stuff when you come over?
I was like giving it to my parents, and then.
Did you put it in your sock
sock
drawer?
I don't remember what I did. I can't remember if I gave it to somebody or not. I
wouldn't trust anybody else with it.
I don't know.
That's the hard part.
I don't know what I did.
Trust somebody else, like, hey, hold on to this. And
But I do remember when I
Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Propose.
Next question. Next question. We're not going there. I have pregnancy brain right now.
But anyway, so y'all married now,
yes.
right? And when did y'all start coming to Central Child Church?
So we actually started coming 2 weeks before we got
You got married, that's right.
Like I said, so she would come and spend the weekend with me and my family. And then, like I said, we came to church here a couple weeks prior to.
Smart move, but whatever.
But yeah, like I said, so, and we loved it. That's when he was in the middle of the Kingdom series, and we were just
Oh yeah,
eating
that
it
Kingdom.
up.
Yeah, that Kingdom.
And like the longest series he's ever done.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is the
it was
longest.
amazing.
And now we're doing a podcast on it.
Yeah.
So check out a little
There's a plug.
coffee and a whole lot of Jesus.
There's a plug.
Check that out. But anyway, so now y'all about to get married, right? And now what we have. Did y'all decide to do this?
What, the pregnancy?
The baby.
No, we had our own
No.
5-year plan of not having a kid for like 5 years, but God had other plans.
Yeah, God will do that.
And so,
And I was on birth control.
so the funny part is, when we started coming here a week or two before we got married, Pastor
yeah.
Michael had prayed for us, and he said that he was just seeing like a vision of like pregnancy or like something about there was a spiritual birth or something, some sort of birth.
So you thought
So he actually, I was like, oh, that's a spiritual birth. Yeah, we're about to birth into something new in God. And
Yes.
little do we know.
It was both.
Lord was trying to tell
Physical
us.
and
He was trying to throw it at us, and we were oblivious.
We 100%, because when we found out, we were both, like I said, we had our own plan. We were like, we don't want to have kids for a few years, enjoy married life, whatever.
So you cried when you found out?
No, he didn't cry. He was like,
I was like, are you serious?
no, he didn't believe it. He was like, it could be a false positive. And I was like, Tyler, I'm late. I said, I promise you, it's positive. And he was like, well, can you just take another one?
Like, I was just blown away. I was like, there's no
But
way.
I did. But I found out the day after my birthday. But like, I was like a week late, so I kind of like was like, I just know. I just knew I was.
You just knew you were.
And so when I took it, I was at home by myself, and I was texting my oldest sister because she has 3 kids, and so
She didn't know how to do it. She's like, I gotta figure this
I was
thing
just
out.
like, I was also like not. I was questioning myself too at first, and I sent her a picture. I was like, Caitlin, I said, is this right? And she was like, yeah, that's totally right. And I took it in the middle of the day,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was just no. It was no denying it. But then I took another one to prove it to Tyler, and Tyler's like, well, just wait till you go to the doctor, and we'll see then. I was like,
It's not that I
no,
didn't believe, it was just kind of hard.
So-
to
So you
Okay.
you just flat out told him, like
Yeah,
you
I
didn't
did.
even like do nothing,
No,
like
it wasn't like no.
I just told him.
gotcha.
Because you was shocked and
I was
surprised.
like, Pastor Michael.
I'm not
gosh,
good at
like-
holding. I'm not good at holding those things in. Like I'm.
Say, I'm
horrible
pretty
at
sure
it.
you would have thought of something, nice.
Maybe.
Okay, I
I'm
don't
pretty sure
like
she-
the way you're looking at
I'm
me.
pretty sure she texted me at work. I was like, send me a
Okay.
picture of it.
I was
Okay.
like,
Okay, so you did better than her.
Thanks.
Yeah, there wasn't no
I
like big
apologize.
shebang. It was kind of like, well, it is what it is. Here it is. Like,
well, I was at home by myself. I don't know. I couldn't keep it in. I had to
I
tell
feel
him.
it. It's the first baby.
Yeah, I
like-
had to tell him. I couldn't.
So
And
I
I was
can.
like, there's no. it's just whatever.
I can speak from a man perspective, right? So you just got married, right? So when I got married, things just changed. I already respect my wife. I already do. I respect her before that, and I want to protect her and everything. But when I got married, it just something clicked. And like I really care about her more than myself at this moment. That you really know. And now, do you have that moment?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, and not to mention stepping into the husband role, but then the father
responsibility
role too, so quickly.
Right, that's what I was going to get to.
So it's like a boom, like a step ladder.
Wait till you.
Oh, I can't wait.
So that's a lot of transitioning. So we're gonna get to that part.
Oh, yeah.
So mentally, how's it going? Like it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot to take in. First, getting married, because I know for a fact I'm not that much older than they are. But you know too. So how's that going?
Well, I mean, like I said, for me personally, I think it's been like I said, I felt more of a push to kind of like be more responsible in a sense of like, trying to work as much as I can. Like I work some Saturdays, just trying to make some extra money, this, that, and the other, just to help provide for my family and things like that. So that's kind of been one thing that I've kind of felt a push on. But like I said, also being there for her too. I know it's hard for her sometimes because she is down here away from majority of her family. So
that's another thing. That's a lot of when we get to you. That's a lot of transition. Unless you talk to her, that's a lot of transitioning too. And the thing is, I know when I first got married, but I did not recognize the spiritual battle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Because that's when, first you think, I'm good. Yeah. I love God. Yeah. God loves me. I believe in God. Everything's good. But then you notice that just different spirits just try to hit at you. Because that's one of the things the devil do. The first thing he does is try to destroy homes against the family. Yep. And what we have to do is recognize that. It took me a little while to recognize that. So I know, first I'm thinking physical. I got to provide. I'm working this month. I got to do this. But then I'm like, I need to sit my butt down and read a little bit and make sure
time, right. Well, like I said, I kind of attest to the same story as for us, because like we were both new going into it and it was all fresh and new for us. And we're like, everything's going to be great. And then, just weird things would happen. You know what I'm saying? Like just something crazy would happen. You're like, well, where did that come from? And then things start happening. You're like, wow, you don't realize how real this spiritual battle is until you like get in the midst of it.
And thought process. Some stuff you think of, you're like, why did I think that? Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things too that you have to adjust from being single to being married because it's different when you're dating too because you still have that
the honeymoon.
That time to yourself, make your own decisions financially, spiritually, and then when you get married, you have to think about the other half, and that's where you have to become one. So that's a lot of adjusting.
That's hard, and that's hard to remember. Hard. And try to figure it out. Even Paul said, I think Ephesians 5, he said, when the husband leaves family, become one with his wife, cling on to his wife, but he says that we don't fully understand that. Paul never got married anyway, but he did not fully understand how we become one. And the one thing we got to remind ourselves that families are different. Yeah. They become one differently. And a lot of people look at Instagram like, I won't be like them. And it's not like that.
There's so much more we see on the surface, too.
It takes a while.
Yeah.
It takes a while.
Yeah.
And then y'all transitioning. You come back from all you got is Tyler, so you don't, and then
sounds like a bad thing. I guess that's it.
So it's a lot of transitioning going on, and So
this was like your first time leaving your family, and so what was that like? Yes. Like deciding to leave and get married, and
it was like, I was fine with it. Like, I was okay with it, and they're a little less than 2 hours away from me.
Okay.
But, so, if I need to one day, I could just drive down there and see them. But, I was okay with it. But then, I have a sister that's only 11 months older than me. Mm-hmm. And so we're really close. And then it's like, she works a job. I, don't get to see her the way I used to. And we had such a close bond. But I was okay with it, and then, the more and the longer it was, then it got harder.
Yeah.
Especially, when like my sister is my best friend.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't have any connections really down here. So like I'm basically having to just like start over. And so, like, my dad is a pastor in Virginia, so, like, you know, I was used to having to move to different places.
Gotcha.
So that was fine with me. Like, I love experiencing new places.
But you almost had a family, a church family
I
always.
unit with them. Yeah.
And, you know, I have Tyler, too, but it's just like...
I'm just here, y'all.
No, I love him to death, but it's just, it is different.
It's a
Yeah.
Well, I will say,
Yeah.
too,
Yeah,
I will
Totally
say,
get that.
too, it's probably harder on her parents, too, because she was the baby of
Yeah.
4 kids.
Gotcha.
Oh, you baby girl. That
Yeah.
explains a lot.
So her brother and her the sister's talking about 11-month older than her. They both still live at home. So it was
Yeah.
kind of like opposite for her being the youngest to leave second.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She left the
Yeah.
net second. And the other two were still there. So it was probably unplanned. You know, from her parents'
And I also
perspective.
didn't
Yeah.
have, like, a job coming down here. And so...
That's where faith comes in. I'm telling you, because God is literally, we've rode that wave of grace
Oh.
from God. Oh, my
I understand that, sir.
And, you know, I figured it would, you know, be easy, but I had such a hard time, you know, even getting an interview down here. And, you know, I've had a few, but, you know, it just hasn't been God's will. And then I got pregnant and I was super sick, so, like, I couldn't even do anything at home. It was so horrible. Like, I couldn't cook, I couldn't do laundry, it was horrible. So, I mean, that came, and then I was like, well, I guess this is why, like, the Lord didn't allow me to get a job, because I would have never been able to been
Right.
there.
Right.
And then, you know, after I got better, you know, I started looking for a job again, and the Lord was just like, no, you know, I want you home in the season, you know, and to draw closer to Him. So that's been hard also, because, you know, when you're at home all the time, you can only do so much housework.
Right.
So that part has been a transition too, you know.
That's a good thing that God's talking to you that way, and He wants to continue to develop that relationship, because what you're going through right now, only He can give you peace.
Right.
And I've seen so many different, because we do counseling sometimes and stuff, and you know, and one thing we notice that if the other person is not being one with God, they can lash out to the next one.
Yeah.
You know, not saying you know, but I just was seeing it, and that's good that God's just setting you up. You listening. Some people don't listen. You know, and they have to listen to that. It's a reason. Everything that you read, or it's a reason for it. You know, back in the day, I think, when somebody tell you to press this red button, and you do that every 5 minutes, they'll just do it. That's the other generation. Now this generation, like, why I'm pressing this red button?
Why?
Because
Why?
why? And that's what you're seeing now. That's why a lot of people are walking away from God, because some people don't have the answers.
Well, it's also hard sometimes in this generation to walk out on faith too. It's kind of the same thing. Like, because you want to know why God are you telling me this?
And it's okay to why, because it gives you a deeper understanding. But some people are trying to live that relationship through someone else.
Right,
Oh, look at that leader. Oh, he fell.
yeah.
You know,
That's what I'm saying.
you got to have your own.
And that's what I'm saying. It's got to be your own relationship and your own spiritual walk. And like I said, God's really, like I said, we know for a fact that it's God is the reason she hasn't found a job, because He's literally, you know, we've been great.
I had
as far as, like,
multiple
you
confirmations.
know what I'm saying? But like I said,
So-
not only that, but the Lord blessed me with a couple raises this past
Amen.
year. Just,
Amen.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
amazing the way God literally will provide when you're like, I don't know how we're gonna do this. Like we're buying a house, and we're gonna get to that. We're buying a house, and you know all this stuff. I'm like, I don't know how. But,
Yeah.
but the only how is God. I mean, that's the only answer.
Couples
Pay
out there,
your tithes.
trust God.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
And
You got
yes,
to. And pay your tithes.
yes, you got to.
Pay your tithes.
I know I can.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about ourselves
No,
today,
Right.
but
not today.
yes,
but
we
can,
understand completely.
Testify.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
So, how your moves, baby?
yeah, like
Move.
how's like the first pregnant? You
Because
said it was
I
rough
can do
in
a
the
whole
beginning.
podcast on.
Okay.
I would say my hormones were in my moods. They were just crazy at the beginning too, because I guess, you know, we just got married. We're learning each other.
Right. That's the tough part.
Yeah,
Learning each other.
and we're learning how to deal with. That sounds bad, but we're learning how to deal with each other. And
Yeah.
then I'm pregnant. I'm like, I didn't want to have a child this soon. I didn't feel like I was ready.
Just as a little plug, she's never really been a child person either. We'll put it that
No,
way.
no.
Surprise!
But yeah,
I
God, like I
know.
said, once again, God had other plans.
Yeah.
So,
And it's not that like I don't know how to take care of a child or I couldn't do it. It's just like it's never been my thing. Like I could have like a kid and be fine with it. But now, now that I've gotten married, I've had to learn how to be a wife. And I've gotten pregnant, and the closer I get to pregnancy, my hormones are still all over the place. They're bless Tyler's heart.
we're making it work.
I stress about things more easily. I'm just I can't control it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'm just like, I love you.
We just gotta take it.
It's
You gotta take
okay,
it like
it's
a Jeep.
okay. It's
You know Jeeps, they hit things, just keep rolling.
Like Rocky Balboa.
Right.
Just take
right.
it.
And find somebody to say, oh, just complain, then come back. Like, it's so good, baby. I want to do these things.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, and that's also, for me, it's been a season of just trying to learn and work
Yeah,
through
because
that.
one of the things is you're trying to learn, like you said, trying to learn how to be a wife. You're trying to learn how to be a husband. The one thing that some people fail to realize, even though you're learning how to be a wife and how to be a husband, you need to learn to allow your wife to be your wife. Mm-hmm. Allow your husband to be your husband and allow mistakes to happen.
That's it, because they're going to happen.
You can't get away from it, guys.
Mistakes are going to happen.
Especially, look, women, allow your man to make mistakes. Okay, they're gonna make mistakes. And sometimes you probably already know. You're like, I already know what's about to happen, but let it happen.
Yeah.
No, tell him about it.
Yeah.
But always be his peace. And men too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of malfunctioning happening because we're not allowing the wife to be the wife.
Right.
And I ain't talking about roles and stuff like that because they're different roles for different people.
Yeah.
All right. And oh yeah, I'm sorry, producer. It's getting up there, ain't it? But anyway, look, it's been great talking to you guys. And y'all got a new baby coming, and it just seems like y'all, everything ain't peaches and.
It's not the way it looks. Look, when people are getting married, like, oh, it's all happy go lucky. It's happy go lucky.
Take it from the girl that always loved Cinderella and wanted her.
That jump's fake. Super fake.
Yep.
Just put a big fake banner.
Right. And just everyday life. I want y'all to understand that when you get in those relationships, things gonna happen. You gotta tough it out, and don't doubt your relationship because you see TV and you see other people, stuff like that. They far faking it too, all right? But the main thing is like they said, like they know. Just like when she's saying that God's trying to draw her closer, those things will happen because once you develop those principles, y'all can hold each other accountable.
Yep. And even though it's not always peaches and rainbows, like you said, the main thing is that love has to triumph.
Absolutely. And love is a choice.
That's it.
Stop thinking about your feelings, people. Love is a choice.
It ain't about me
anymore.
It's about us. So you got to step into that role, and love has to be at the top of it.
And we're going to be praying for y'all because that's a lot of transitioning there.
We appreciate
a lot.
You
moving down and you trying to
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
And then you got baby and moves.
Yep.
It's coming. Be prepared.
Yep.
You trying to be a man. Husband.
Yeah.
I said man.
That's what
I hope he's a man. I'm gonna be a husband, and and y'all gonna be forever changing.
Yeah.
You forever gonna change. Mm-hmm. When you think things moving out, things gonna change. It's okay. That's where we fail at when things change.
Yes,
You're gonna learn. I gotta learn her all over and over again.
She's so adaptable.
Oh, you don't like that color, no?
So we're going here now. All right.
Yeah. But thank y'all for joining us today.
Yeah, we were so happy to be here.
And this was a reason to talk about, just talking to different couples about different things and letting y'all know that, like we said, things gonna happen. Yep. It's about how y'all push for it and learn each other and keep moving and keep God first.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
That's it.
All right, so welcome. Thank you. I said welcome. Thank you for joining us at Reason to Talk, presented by Reasons to Win. Check out reasons2win.com, please. And follow Instagram, TikTok. TikTok doing real good right now. I'm getting paid for it. YouTube, trying to get paid for that. Not doing so bad. But y'all check those things out. Download that Central Triad Church app because we'll be up there also. And thank y'all once again. All right?
Thank you. We appreciate it.
That's so cute, ain't they?
Can we just